You know, it really pisses me off when people call the ground the floor. You know, like I've said many times, I watch a lot of cop body cam videos, and they're like, you're going to go to the floor. I'm going to throw you to the floor. If you don't stop acting up, I'm going to throw you to the floor. It's like, dude, that's the ground, officer. And so I would be the guy who said that it's like, no, you didn't throw me to the floor. You threw me to the ground, sir. To the ground. There's a difference. You know, it always bugged me because nobody ever confuses the sky for the ceiling. You know what I mean? You know, if you're outside, it's the ground. If you're inside, it's the floor. And then I went and joined the Navy, which got even more complicated when it talks about the deck. All right? You're on the deck. That's the deck. I was like, oh, you kidding me? We're in a building, though. And boot camp, trust me, boot camp is not the place to make this argument. That is not a deck, petty officer. He goes, get in the front-leaning rest position. Now you sit there and stare at the deck till you realize it's a deck. Seaman recruit. Very quickly go, oh, I get it. I get it. That's the deck. And what do we call this thing above us? Is that the superstructure? Is that the crow's nest? What do we call what normal people would call a ceiling? Because we're not on a ship. We're in a building in Gurnee, Illinois. You know, this is not a ship. That is not a deck. That's a floor. If we're outside, that's the ground. You can even have arguments about like the pavement and the ground. You know, it's like you didn't get thrown to the ground. You got thrown to the pavement. Big difference. See, I don't know why it's so complicated. It's like I like to call things what they are. And so when I see a cop throwing somebody to the floor and they say, get to the ground, it's like, no. No. No, that's not what you're doing, sir. That's why all those people are, it's like, you just wait till my lawyer gets a hold of that body cam footage. Shows you're unhinged. You don't know the ground from the floor from the pavement. So I don't know. I don't know why that kind of thing bugs me, but it bugs me. And, you know, I don't even know why I have any room to talk. I mean, I confuse similes and metaphors all the time. Because I'll frequently say, oh, that's the metaphor I use is, and then I do a simile. I'm real bad at that. So what do I know?